Everybody's got creativity locked up inside of them. And the trick is, how do you release it? You can help mold it, you can help perfect it and adjust it and fine tune it, but it's already there and it's got to come out.
Rabbi, welcome.
We're going to be creative today.
We're going to be creative. Yes, absolutely.
Great.
I love how creative you are, and I love how prolific. And there was this post, it was very funny because you were talking about your book, The Joy of Intimacy. I think it was like a clip from a news station or something like that, maybe like the morning show. I can't remember, but they were discussing your talk, and they're like, Rabbi, that sermon was great. And you were like, sermon? That was a stand-up comedy act. So can you talk a little bit about comedy and how that's a part of your creativity?
Well, comedy is a wonderful educational tool if you use it properly, because it's disarming and it allows the people to relax so that they become absorbent, porous. Otherwise, everything you say just bounces off, does not sink in, does not get absorbed. But when you disarm people and you make them relax and they're not being defensive, then they hear you. They get you. And that's the whole point. To be heard or to hear others. So, creativity is a release. Everybody's got creativity locked up inside of them. And the trick is, how do you release it? You can help mold it, you can help perfect it and adjust it and fine tune it, but it's already there and it's got to come out. It can't be manufactured. So what's keeping people from expressing their creativity? You might be surprised. It's because Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. Surprised?
Surprise. Yes.
Am I surprising you yet?
Yeah. Tell me more. Tell us more.
See, the tree of knowledge was basically the self-awareness. Before they ate from the tree of knowledge, they were not self-aware. They were blissfully unaware. They had no sense of self. And that's why they were not ashamed. They didn't need to be dressed because they had no ego. They had no self. The tree of knowledge, which is kind of a positive. I mean, what's wrong with knowledge? Doesn't sound like a bad tree. If it gives you knowledge, why wouldn't you eat from it? But that knowledge was self-knowledge. They knew everything else. They were brilliant. They knew everything. But they didn't know themselves. So this self-knowledge is the tree of knowledge, good and evil. In other words, self-knowledge is both good and evil. It's the best of things and it's the worst of things. Without it, you have no personality. So it's the best of things. But with it, you're selfish, greedy, and petty. That's the worst of all things. And it's that negative side of the knowledge that blocks us. We're too self-conscious. When to be creative, you have to let go of self. If you're thinking, oh, is this good art? Is this a good painting? Is this a good... That's it. You're finished. You're not creative anymore. You're stilted. So what will it take to just relax and get past yourself so that what's inside can come outside? Humor does that a little bit. If you can laugh at yourself or laugh about yourself, that's a very helpful release or relief from this me monster. I can't draw. I've tried. It's no. I'm not good at it. Well, we're not asking you to be good at it. This is not a test. It's not a contest.
Mm.
Just relax and do something. It's very hard. Hard to get past the tree of knowledge. But that's what we're here for, by the way. We are here to rectify the world, right? Tikkun olam. Well, that begins in fixing the tree of knowledge. That's why Adam and Eve ate from it. To fix it. Fixing it means take the good part, leave the bad part. So have a good sense of self without self-awareness, without self-consciousness, without selfishness. Art does that beautifully. It refines the world because you're seeing something intangible in the tangible. You're bringing out the spirit from the body of the canvas, the paint, the marble, or even the words and the musical notes.
Yeah.
So, what else would help us relax our uncomfortable self-awareness?
Mm.
I think that's what people mean when they say, leave me alone. Leave me alone! Just leave me alone. They're talking to themselves. And they're saying to their self-awareness, leave me alone!
Beautiful. I love that. Yeah.
You're making me so uncomfortable. Leave me alone. And then you can sing, and you can dance, and you can paint, you can write. So, that expression, sing like nobody's listening.
Yeah.
Dance like nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Paint like nobody's judging.
I wanted to ask you to talk about a certain subject, since you have this book that you wrote, The Joy of Intimacy. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, intimacy is the ultimate creativity. It produces a child.
Mm.
Now, if that's not creative, I don't know what is. But there's an art to it. There's an art to intimacy. And unfortunately, we're losing it. Intimacy has become an act rather than an art. And it's not good. It's not good for the couple. It's not good for the child you're creating. It's just not good. We got to get the art of intimacy back. The art of intimacy is, as we were saying before, it's a process of elimination. Get things out of the way. Get yourself out of the way. And then the intimacy becomes an art form. So here also, we have the same problem. When you're self-conscious, you can't be intimate. You're too aware of self to merge with the other. The media, the popular culture, has turned intimacy into a performance. How good are you at it? Oh, that's like asking somebody who's trying to paint. Well, how good are you? And that's it. You've ruined it. You can't be good at it. You have to be it. That's an art. So to be intimate, you have to really dissolve your das, your self-awareness. And here again, a little humor doesn't hurt. But taking yourself seriously I'm good at it. I'm the best. I'm not good at it. I'm terrible. That destroys it all. So the me monster has got to go in order to be intimate and in order to be creative and in order to be artistic. Or I like to call it romantic. Isn't that the same thing?
Mm.
When you're drawing, when you're painting a painting, you're being romantic. Because if you have no romance, you're just going to illustrate, you're not going to paint. If you enjoyed this conversation or this topic, and you're looking for more information, or you want to hear it again from another angle, there's a way to do that. And that is in this book. It's all there. Order it from Amazon. You can read it, reread it, and share it. I want to invite you to join us as VIPs, partners in our work, and join us also for a personal chat with other members of the VIP club. We talk about many things. There's an opportunity to ask, to respond, to make a comment, to meet the other supporters. And together we can really make a difference in Jewish life and in life in general. So join us. It's goodtoknow.org. Log in, call, make contact, and join us with the VIPs.